Hello, welcome to your restorative practice. 30 minutes of going in, doing yin, resting. This month's theme is perspective. And often if we spend some time really nourishing our body, being kind to ourselves, really looking after our internal environment, the external demands feel different. And so we're going to be pretty still through this practice. Often that can be harder than moving, so just go with it. Put some socks on, put a jumper on. Don't let your kind of not being warm enough distract you from it. So get really cozy. And if you have a nice cushion, I've got a bolster, but cushion that you sleep on, because it's kind of more of a rectangle shape, would be really nice. Get a couple of those. We're going to welcome ourselves into this space with a folded butterfly. So getting your cushions, you'll bring your feet together in the normal butterfly shape, but don't bring your feet in too close. Give yourself loads of space. And then it might be really nice to place a cushion here and bring your head down towards it, but you might need several cushions. You might want to put cushions under your knees, and you might want to sit on something to help you tilt forward. All of those props to support you. Yin is a really nice place to use those as props. So prop yourself up and then fold forward. And maybe you're like this, and that's absolutely fine. Just be where you are. Let's take 3 rounds of breath to arrive. Maybe sighing out through your mouth. And then just release the breath. Allow it to be natural. And just soften down into your first yin pose, a folded butterfly. So just letting the dust settle. Perhaps it's been a busy day, and so suddenly being still feels really strange and really hard. Just let that all be the case and see if you can stay. And so rather than this sense of forcing yourself into stillness, you're softening into stillness. It's just like an invitation rather than a demand. What could I feel here if I'm still? How could this stillness nourish me? We're going to be in this forward fold for another 2 minutes. Like with any of the yin poses, if you need to come out early and just lie down and go into your rebound, then absolutely do that. If you think you can stay, then do. But if you know it's time for you to come out, then come out. Listen to yourself. 30 more seconds here. Are you able to drop in a little further? That might not be physically deeper. And just drop in a little further, meeting your edge. Okay, well done. Really slowly, rolling yourself out of the shape. You could keep your eyes shut through this whole practice and just follow my voice. So only open them if you need to. You're going to remove your bolster or cushions, whatever you had, out the way. Straighten out your legs and just slowly lower yourself down onto your back and just lie flat on your back for your first rebound. Perhaps hands connect to body. Rebounds are an opportunity for our bodies to integrate the previous yin pose, to feel, to absorb. It's where the transformation happens, in the pause. So letting yourself drop down. In your own time, really slowly, sitting back up and reaching for your cushions again. You're going to place them behind you this time, so that the end of a cushion comes up to the bottom of your back. If you haven't got any cushions, then you can just do this flat on the floor. Bringing your feet, soles of your feet, onto the earth, bent knees, roll back onto the cushion. And then let your shoulders come either side of it and arms spread out. So it's like this open heart, reclined pose. Decide if you want to keep your feet as they are, or if you'd like to open up into hips, you can bring soles of feet into that butterfly again and let knees drop out. And also with your hands, you have a choice. They can just be out to the side in a cactus. That might be too intense, in which case placing them down by your side or on your body somewhere might be nice. Closing down your eyes if they're not already closed. What would it mean for you to drop in to this shape? What would it mean for you to let this shape nourish you? Letting go of any unnecessary tension around face or around stomach. Giving up the effort. Allowing your mind to focus on the sensation in the pose that you feel. Give your mind mind wanders, just bring it back to sensation and allow that sensation to draw you in. Are you lying here thinking about the day that has just been or the day that is ahead? Can you gently release your mind from that train of thoughts? Can you gently bring it back to where you are now? "90 seconds more in this pose. So in our reclined open heart butterfly, we're opening through heart center. We're creating space in our chest. If you sit at a desk all day, then often your shoulders are coming in, and this is the opposite of that. We're opening out, creating space, nourishing shoulders, front body. So receiving that goodness, receiving it. "30 more seconds. I'm letting you know the time so that you know that I'm holding you in this space, but trying not to allow it to become a countdown, just experiencing each moment as it is, even if it's hard. This is the work. Well done. Okay, if your knees are apart, bring your hands either side of your knees and just encourage them in together. Sitting yourself up really slowly, you'll move the pillow out of your way. And once again, you'll just lie down flat on your back and take your rebound. Allow the rebound to be an opportunity for this self-inquiry. And it's not a case of working things out or creating stories, it's just a case of observing. Okay, slowly bringing knees into chest, wrap arms around knees and give yourself a really loving hug. Maybe rock lower back from side to side so it's a nice massage for your lower back, and receive the warmth of your arms holding yourself. And then release arms, keeping knees tucked into chest. Let arms come out wider in a cactus. And drop your knees over to your right, taking a really soft supine twist. Landing here. option to look over your left shoulder. And then bringing left hand over to meet right, so you're lying on your right hand side. Push your left hand into the earth to prop yourself up, and then place right hand on the earth just a bit forward of your shoulder. And then lean into this, so it's like a nice side stretch for your right side. So you're leaning into this stretch. Drop chin to chest, opening up right side body. And then maybe knock your chin a little from side to side to explore the best place for your neck, but go really gently. Opening up through right side body. And then lowering yourself down onto left hand and right hand. So knees stay where they are. We bring our hands round further to our right. We're coming into another twist. Stay like this with your hands, or lower yourself down onto your forearms and drop chin to chest. Another version of a twist. Opening up through body that might have felt a bit stagnant today. This doesn't need to be totally still. Maybe sway a bit from side to side. Just finding a twist, finding a spot to be. And then lifting back up onto hands if you're not already there. Coming back round and lying back down on your right hand side. Coming back onto your back and bringing knees into chest. Reaching for the underneath of your thighs, your knees, your calves. Take a happy baby. And you're really cradling yourself here with your own nourishment. Maybe you roll your ankles a bit. Maybe you straighten into one leg and then bend into it again and straighten into the other. And then bringing back, knees back into chest, arms come out wide. We're just going to take that sequence on the other side. So knees drop over to your left. You might want to shuffle hips slightly to the right. Allow your knees to land. Notice how that feels. And then after a moment there, maybe look over your right shoulder. Nourishing your body with this twisty opening movement. Soften right shoulder down to the earth, away from your ear. A couple more breaths here. And then rolling onto your left side. And then you place right hand down on the floor. Encourages you up. Left hand comes underneath your shoulder or just in front of it. And then you sink down into this side stretch. Right hand can come back on your leg. Doesn't need to be an intense stretch, just exploring it a bit. You're exploring placement of your chin for your neck. You're just coming into your body. And then right hand comes down and your hands travel round to the left as you come into this twist again. Stay up on your hands or come a little lower down. Stay still or allow static movement. Okay, this time lowering all the way down onto your front at the back of your mat. Legs come underneath you and whole of front body is lowered down. Make a pillow for your hands, for your head with your hands, and soften forehead to hands. And down you come. Feel earth underneath you, supporting you, nourishing you, giving you all you need. And as you exhale, there's a sense of breathing out the day or what you don't need anymore. Rising up, hands come under shoulders. We slowly, gently push ourselves up onto all fours, tucking toes. Feet are about hip width distance or as wide as your mat. We're going to push ourselves back into a yogi squat. So heels off the earth so that it's not too intense, unless you prefer heels on the ground. And we're just going to move from side to side in this Malasana squat. So allow yourself to do this in a really luxurious way, taking as much time as you want. You're moving from side to side. Hands on the earth, or maybe you lift one arm and just kind of enjoy it. Breathing into hip space. Maybe you fold chin to chest and you make it more of a forward fold. Just a little movement to feel into body. And then pressing your hands down on the floor, we're going to slowly rise up. Rise up. Feet will now be about hip width distance. Maybe a little wider. And arms rise all the way up. Right hand catches left wrist. Left foot steps behind right foot, and we open up and out to the right. We side stretch to the right. Taking deep breaths into the left side body. Soft through your neck. Two more breaths here. Okay, releasing wrist, coming back to center with left foot. And then arms reach down and up again as left hand catches right wrist. Right foot steps behind left. And we take the side stretch to the other side. Up and out. Breathing into right side body. Dropping chin to chest. Two more breaths here. Releasing, coming back to center, really floppy now. We're just going to bend knees and fold over our legs, really floppy, really soft. Fold over our legs. Reach hands behind us. Take a shoulder stretch, so clasp hands, doesn't have to be a tight bind. Reach arms up and over, again, brilliant anti-desk stretching. Dropping chin to chest, we forward fold. Knock head from side to side to release neck. And then you're still. Releasing hands to lower back. Release the fingers. Let hands travel down your legs, touching your body. And fold forward, still folding forward at the front of your mat or wherever you are. You just land here. Floppy ragdoll.
closing eyes if they're not already shut. Softening what you can soften. And slowly dropping yourself down onto your knees together, seat back to heels, forehead to earth or a cushion. We take a child's pose. So we're bringing it in and down to the earth after we've opened gently through front body and hips. We're bringing it down and in. From child's pose, we're going to take our final pose before Shavasana. So bring yourself to a wall or a chair or a bed and bring the back of your lower back up to it. And then bring legs up the wall or chair. And bring them out wide as a dragonfly. This chair's not great for it. Ideally, you would have support under your whole legs. If you don't, like me, then let your feet come down. So it's opening through hips. It's a wide leg, but with your legs up the wall, so you're inverting. If you have a wall, then feet against the wall like that is really nice. You can even, if you want, pop a cushion under your lower back and just let it all drop down as we close our restorative practice after spending the day on our feet, or maybe sitting down but feet under us. We're now bringing feet over us to benefit and nourish ourselves from the inversion practice. Maybe letting a sigh out to arrive. And let whatever your experience is of now be enough. Let it be enough. This pose is just going to move us into our Shavasana. So your choice if you stay as you are, or if you bring legs together, or if you take them off the support, your choice. If you're going to change your position, do it now. And can you allow yourself a few more moments here for your Shavasana? As always, stay longer if you'd like, or if you can. Otherwise, just take a moment before we close to acknowledge how you feel, how your body feels. Take a moment to offer yourself some gratitude for making this time. Often the stiller practices are the hardest ones to get to. We'll close out there, slowly coming back if you're moving now. Otherwise, enjoy your longer rest. Thank you very much.